All right. So we just finished watching episode 2 of the live One Piece show. Overall, what's your take on the episode?
It was it seemed jumbled to me.
Jumbled? How so?
I don't know, like the it seems like the parts didn't match the timeline of the anime, even though I really don't remember this whole section of the anime.
Well, they cut out a lot of stuff. They went from, let's say if the episodes were, let's say 15 episodes long,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
They went from like 1 of 15 to 7 of 15 to like 12 of 15 to 15 of 15.
yeah,
So they cut out a lot of the stuff that happened within the episodes itself because there were stories within stories. And
yes, and a lot of character sub character building with like the mayor, the dog, the peoples of the towns that they met along the way. Certain interactions that didn't happen, they just cut out. Even though those people were still there in this one episode, their backstories or their stories to where how they got entwined with the Straw Hats got cut out.
yeah, but because we watched the manga or the anime itself, we know who those people were just from watching them. Because I knew who the mayor was,
Yeah.
and the moment they show the dog, you knew who the dog was. We know his backstories, but they didn't show it within the actual episode itself. So what if like all along those episodes are just all fillers because they're trying to elongate the series, and because this is live action, they're getting straight to the point with everything instead of dragging that out the way the cartoon was.
But if you think about it, in the cartoon, they're doing it for views. So they're trying to get content out of it. While this, there's so much content in it that they're trying to narrow the information down or compress it into a smaller package.
Oh, so you think this episode has way more information
Well,
that gets shown over X amount of episodes in the anime?
yes.
So this is well, it's obviously going to be condensed, but like what parts to you showed a lot? Because the only thing I really see, like I notice, is well, the village being destroyed,
Hmm.
right, and the fight with Buggy.
Yeah. So the whole fight with Buggy was from when to the beginning. That was maybe like 15 episodes or 10 episodes.
Uh huh.
So you never get to, I guess, understand why Luffy saves the town because you don't get any kind of connection with the people of the town.
I don't remember the map part though. I don't remember Luffy deep throwing the map in the anime.
Yeah, me either.
Or we're gonna have to look it up whether that actually happens. Because was Buggy looking for the map?
I don't remember. I could have sworn that they went to the town for supplies.
Yeah, I think they happened to stop there and Buggy was there. But I don't
Yeah,
remember if Buggy specifically was looking for that map. I don't remember them capturing Luffy on the open seas
yeah.
the way they showed it in this episode.
Hmm. I think that's something we will have to probably do a little research, maybe a recap to the recap,
A recap, a double cap.
cap squared.
I mean, I think they did Buggy justice. The acting was a little over the top.
Well, Buggy is a over the top character,
Very true.
same as
But Buggy's the comedic relief. In this episode, he was very serious. They're trying to make him look like he was this. I guess maybe they're trying to play on the badass pirate thing.
or the
Because was he
the
comedic
the
relief yet?
the, the serial killer clown type Joker esque.
Nah, they couldn't have drawn uh,
No, I'm just saying
inspiration.
in this episode, that's what he comes off as.
How
It,
Joker-esque can he be with a big ass red nose?
he's Joker as clown. Like Batman Joker, Ledger Joker.
No, he was not. He can't compare Heath
He
Ledger.
can't, but
You think that was what he draws
it
inspiration from that?
maybe that's the vibes I got.
The makeup wise, I can see the makeup wise, but not the acting.
The vibes.
Okay.
That's the vibes I got. I pulled from it. Like he was very overtop, very kind of cynical.
Okay, but Heath Ledger Joker was psychotic, and he with moments of sanity. This guy just looked like an angry ass clown.
But how much of him did we actually get? Not much.
Of Buggy or Heath Ledger? Which one?
Of Buggy.
There's true. They didn't show too much of him himself in the episode, but the way they portrayed his devil fruit power,
I thought it
that was
pretty
pretty well
good.
done.
Yeah.
I actually like the way he held the knives in his hands. That's straight
Yes.
from the
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
That right there was pretty good. Um, we got to talk about Shanks and the storyline.
All right, you start.
See, I don't know where to start because while we were watching the episode, we went back, we reviewed a little bit of what actually happened in the anime.
Yes.
In the anime, Shanks goes out into the middle of the ocean because Luffy got captured. He saves Luffy from a Sea King about to attack him. Now, I know you have an issue with that part in the actual show.
Yes, I do. It's not accurate, but
how accurate can they make it? Now, is the issue with the fact that they weren't in the water like they were in the anime? Is the issue the portrayal of hockey?
Both. So, all right, you said that. Okay, so how would they explain? How would they show him in the water? Okay, I understand that, but how are you going to explain how he get to the boat?
Yeah, that's the part because they don't explain that in the anime and they don't explain that in the manga at all. Yeah, unless that's something that Oda wants to explain much later in the series because they still don't explain it anywhere.
And my explanation to that is he swam. But okay, him being in the water and him swimming is much easier than them Luffy and the pirate that kidnapped him on a boat, and then Shanks appearing on the boat.
You know what? Now that I think about it, he does it again in the manga much, much later on.
He appears on the boat?
No. But they sort of explain a little bit of the speed of how he can get from one place to another very quickly because they show it in the manga. And I don't know, like, since you don't read the manga at all, there is a part where Eustace Kid goes to try to take on Shanks. And Shanks appears he's at one point, all of a sudden he's in front of Eustace Kid.
Yeah.
And they don't explain how he did it, but he somehow was able to travel that distance. And it was like, who knows how many thousands of yards away or whatever the case may be. Because Eustace Kid was on his boat in the middle of the ocean. And Shanks was able to sense him being on an island.
Huh. But it would still seem more believable if they were in the ocean than him appearing on a boat.
All right, so your issue with the part is that because he was on the boat itself when the Sea King attacked.
Yeah, it's like if he appeared on the boat, then he doesn't need to lose his arm. It's not like the Sea King destroyed the boat.
In the anime, he does.
In the anime, he does, but
right here, it looks like he took a
chunk out of him, and the boat is still intact.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I can agree with that. But I mean, that's gonna be one of those artistic liberty things because how are you gonna do that and still make it look realistic with a giant CG 30-foot tall Sea King?
Exactly. You just explained yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got my buzz on.
So yeah, you could make something up. You could just have like a gust of wind and him in the water next to them,
They probably should have showed something of like some kind of super speed along the water, a scene,
or just see like
a
you
sound
could do
effect,
yeah a
like a
sound effect,
ninja running.
flash step, whatever.
Okay, I mean, I get that part. That would make a little bit more sense to see how he got there, because he just appeared
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
in his hockey, oh get lost, and they're looking at each other's eyes.
But they showed the part of the hockey. You can't.
They showed the Sea King's effect from the hockey.
Well,
Then they
yeah,
showed the hockey, which they should have, they could have. It's easy to do.
yeah. But the moment it happened, you see the change in his pupils, and then you see the change in the pupil of the Sea King. Right there, that denotes that
I
Shanks
didn't
used the
say,
hockey.
yeah, but in the, I think they could have done similar to the anime,
So
and
you
it would
think
have
they
been,
should have added some kind of effect when he actually went
yeah,
get lost, and then Shanks just whoa 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 or some shit.
yeah. Well, it was, and then there was get lost.
Tomato tomato. I mean, I get what you're saying, but how are they going to do that?
Like, what is it?
Are they going to briefly change the color of the screen
Yeah.
the way they
It's
did
not
it?
like they haven't done that before in live action movies.
Name one
The
movie where they did something like that.
the effect of the mind and a person going into mania or something where they shift the colors and the effects. They could have done that. Go from black or white and oversaturate or change the hues.
What movie do you know that does that? Like, not what's the word? Not coherently smooth.
Um,
You can't think
Doctor
of
Strange.
not this. What part would they change like that?
Anything that has to that he did within his mind.
Oh, now you're talking Marvel CGI. Now you're talking about
But
like
still,
premium quality work. This is like,
this is only for like 2 seconds.
I mean, that's true. They probably had Netflix interns working on this.
I doubt it, but if you say so, you think they couldn't pay a little couple extra bucks
I'm
to
not saying they couldn't.
Marvel?
Netflix obviously could have. I think they probably had issues trying to figure out how to make that happen. Because I mean, they got the devil fruit powers working. That see because the devil fruit powers are tangible. You can see what's going on with them. This is something that's intangible. This is something that can't be visibly seen. So how are you going to show something
It,
that
it
can't
can't
be?
it can't be visibly seen, but it could be visibly um, shown.
How can you visibly show something that can't be visibly seen?
Just like they did in the anime.
It's
It,
almost like telepathy. Oh, you know what they could have did? Do you remember the movie Push, the Chris Evans movie before he became like Captain America, where everybody had like psychic powers as the future, and anytime they showed the psychic battle, they distorted
yeah,
the vision. Okay, you're right. They could have did that a little bit of like a distortion or something.
yeah, like a distortion wave. You know, that's all possible.
Okay, that is true. They definitely could have did that. But I think this was their take of trying to figure out how to do it by showing the dilation of the
Or
pupils.
even you do that distortion wave, and then throw in maybe like a color distortion in the frames, and now like each different hockey has a different color distortion.
Do you think that maybe they did it this way as like the teaser part of it?
I
Because
doubt it.
they don't actually show Conqueror's hockey until much later.
Could be, but I don't know.
And it gets progressively stronger and stronger as the series goes on. Because what's going to be the next example of it? I don't think it's Luffy. You think does it happen before it? Because Luffy starts doing it accidentally
Yes.
at some point, and then he's able to control it after the time skip
Mm.
with Rayleigh.
Yeah, after he trains.
Yes, I wonder if
Was
they
that
ever
how you gonna even do it then?
see. That's a good question. I don't know.